Welcome students to online classes of mathematics for class 9th. In this video, we will study about the chapter number 2, which is the polynomial of NCERT textbook. We will try to cover the exercise 2.2. This is our session number 2 for this particular chapter. Myself Deepak Gautam, TGT Mathematics in Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. So let's start today's session. So chapter that we are studying here is polynomials. This chapter is divided into 6 subtopics which are listed here. We have already covered the first 2 topics in the first session. Now in this video we will start the third topic, which is the zeros of the polynomial. Okay. Before this we have another topic, which is the value of a polynomial. So you should know what is the value of a polynomial. Suppose we have a polynomial, let's say px equals to 5x square plus 2x plus 3. So we have to find the value of this polynomial for any given value of x. Let's say let x equals to 2. That means we will replace all the x's in this polynomial by 2. So we have, we'll call it p2 or p of 2 equals to 5. We have x square. At the place of x we'll write 2 square. Then we have 2 multiplied by x. So at the place of x we again write 2, and in the end we have 3. So this will be 5. This 2 square is 4 plus 2 into 2 is 4 plus 3. 5 into 4 is 20 plus 4 plus 3, and the answer is 27. So that's how we find the value of a polynomial. So whenever you have a polynomial, if you are given a value of the variable, in this case which is x equals to 2, so we will replace all the x's, that is the variable, by the value given, which is 2 here. So after putting the value of x, you will find a solution, and that will be the value of that polynomial at this given value. Okay, so you can say it, the value of px at x equals to 2 is 27. So that's how you can calculate or find out the value of a polynomial. Then we have very important topic, which is a zero of a polynomial. It is a real number a is a zero of a polynomial px if pa is equal to 0. That means you will be given a value of variable. Okay, let's say in this case variable is x. So you will be given a value of x. You will put that value of x in the polynomial. If that polynomial result into 0, then that value will be called the polynomial 0 of that polynomial. Like in this case, we got the value of polynomial as 27. So 2 is not a 0 of this polynomial, because at 2 its value is not equal to 0. But if you put a value of a such that the answer or the result of px become equal to 0, that means that value will be called the 0 of that polynomial. Okay, let's understand this with an example. Suppose we have a polynomial px equals to x square plus 1, or you can say minus 1. So polynomial that we have is px equals to x square minus 1, and we are given the one value of a, that is value of x equals to, let's say, 1. So at p at 1 will be, at the place of x will write 1 square minus 1. 1 square is 1, and this here we have minus 1. So 1 minus 1 result into 0. So as the result is 0, that means you will write therefore, or you can write hence x equals to 1 is 0 of polynomial px equals to x square minus 1. So if the result becomes equal to 0, that means that value will be called the 0 of the given polynomial. Okay, that's how we can find the 0 of any given polynomial. Okay, based on this we have exercise 2.2. So now let's move to the exercise 2.2. We have this chapter number 2, which is the polynomial. And the topic we are doing here is zeros of a polynomial. Okay, based on this we have exercise 2.2. This exercise in total have 4 questions. So let's start with the first question. First question here is find the value of the polynomial 5x minus 4x square plus 3. So the polynomial that is given to us is, because this polynomial is under the variable x, so we'll write this as px. First we'll write we have px equals to 5x minus 4x square plus 3. So this is our given polynomial. We have to find its value at the 3 different value of x's. Okay, the first value of x is given, so I'll write at x equals to 0. Okay, at x equals to 0, that means p at the place of x will write 0 equals to, so we'll replace all the x's by the 0 because the value given here is 0. So write p0 minus p into 0 square plus 3. So this 5 into 0 is 0 minus this 0 square is 0 and 0 into 4 is again 0, and then we have 3. So its value is equals to 3. So that's our answer. We were asked to find the value of polynomial at these different values. So first we have found it for the x is equal to 0, so values turn out to be 3. Now we'll find at x equals to minus 1. Okay, now we have p, again we replace the x by minus 1 now. So we have 5 minus 1 4 minus 1 square plus 3. So this minus 1 into 5 is minus 5, and this minus 1 square is plus 1 into minus 4 is again minus 4, and then we have plus 3. So this will be plus 5 and plus 4 will be, sorry, minus 5 and minus 4 will be minus 9 plus 3 and equals to minus 6. So the value of this polynomial at x equals to minus 1 is minus 6. Next we have at x equals to, now we have x equals to 2. So write p2 is equals to 5. At the place of x again we'll write the 2 minus 4 2 square plus 3. Okay, now solve this. 5 into 2 is 10 minus 2 square is 4, 4 into 4 is 16 plus 3. So this 10 in plus 3 is 13 minus 16 is equals to minus 3. So the value of the polynomial at x equals to 0 is minus 3. So these are the solution of the question number 1. We have to find the value of this polynomial at these 3 different values. Okay, so we have checked it one by one. First for x equal to 0, then x equals to minus 1, then x equals to 2. We got the values plus 3, minus 6 and minus 3. Okay, that's how we can find the value of any polynomial. Moving ahead to next question, we have find p0, p1, p2 for each of the following polynomials. That means we have to find the value of these given polynomials at first p0. That means that we will put the value of variable at 0, then 1, then n 2. Okay, let's start with part 1. Question number 2, part 1. We have p y equals to y square minus y plus 1. So we have py equals to y square minus y plus 1. So first we have to find, first we have to find p0. That means we'll replace the variables by 0. That means at the place of y we'll write 0. 0 square minus 0 plus 1. 0 square is 0, then here again 0 plus 1 is equals to 1. So value of this polynomial at y equal to 0 is 1. And p, now we have to find p1. That means at the place of variable, now we'll write the 1. So we have y, at the place of y we'll write 1 square plus, not plus, it's minus, again at the place of y we write 1 and then plus 1. 1 square is 1, then minus 1, then plus 1. Plus 1 and plus 1 and plus 1 is plus 2. Plus 2 minus 1 is plus 1. So the value of this polynomial at p at y equal to 1 is plus 1. Now the last one, we have to find it for the p2. And p2 is polynomial we have is y square. So at the place of y we'll write 2 square. Then we have minus y, that is 2 plus 1. So 2 square is 4 minus 2 plus 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. So the answer here is 3. Okay, that's how you can find the value of this polynomial at these three different values, p0, p1 and p2. Okay, similarly you can solve the other remaining three part. I'm solving the part 4 also. Part 2, this one, and part 3 will be your homework, or you will try them by yourself. Okay, I'm doing now the part number 4, which is px equals to x minus 1 and x plus 1. We have px equals to x minus 1 and x plus 1. So that's our given polynomial. Okay, px equals to x minus 1 and x plus 1. So we'll write, we have to find it for now. First we'll find p at 0. So at the place of x we'll write 0 minus 1 and 0 plus 1. 0 minus 1 is again minus 1, and 0 plus 1 is again plus 1. Plus 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. So answer is minus 1 now. Now next is we have to find p1. That means at the place of 1 we'll write, sorry, at the place of x we'll write 1. So in this variable x minus 1, so write 1 minus 1 and 1 plus 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0 and 1 plus 1 is 2. So 0 into 2 is 0. Next we have p at 0. Okay, again we'll replace all the x's by the number 2. So it will be my 2 minus 1 and 2 plus 1. 2 minus 1 is plus 1 and 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 into 1 is 3. So that's the answer for this polynomial at p0, p1 and p2. Okay, that's how we can find the solution of this equation, this polynomial. I have done the first and the fourth part. The remaining two, this second part and third part, are your homework. Okay, you will try them by yourself. Moving ahead to next question, we have verify whether the following are zeros of the polynomial indicated against them. So you are given a polynomial and the value of x. You have to check whether at this value this polynomial result into 0. Okay, the first one that we have here is answer number 3, part 1. We have px equals to 3x plus 1 and x is equals to minus 1 by 3. Okay, we have to check its value at x equals to minus 1 by 3. So right, we have px equals to 3x plus 1. So now at x equals to minus 1 by 3, it will be p, at the place of x will write minus 1 by 3 equals to, we have 3 multiplied by x, at the place of x you have to write minus 1 by 3 plus 1. So these 3's will be cancelled out, will remain with minus 1 and plus 1. So minus 1 and plus 1 will result into 0. So hence as the result is 0, so we'll write therefore x equals to minus 1 by 3 is a 0 of polynomial. 0 of polynomial, because at this value the polynomial polynomial become equal to 0, and that polynomial is px equals to 3x plus 1. So if it is 0, you have to write this statement. Therefore x equals to 1 by minus 1 by 3 is the 0 of a polynomial. Px equals to 3x plus 1. Okay, that's how we have to find this. Let's take a see a second part. We have second one is 5x minus pi, px is equals to 5x minus pi at x equals to 4 by 5. X equals to 4 by 5. So I'll write its solution first. We have px equals to 5x minus pi, and we have to find its value at x equals to 4 by 5. Okay, so we'll replace all the x's in the given polynomial by 4 by 5. That is, we have 5 multiplied by 4 by 5 minus pi. So these 5's will be cancelled out, so we'll remain with 4 minus pi. So as the result is 4 minus pi, which is not equal to 0. So we'll write therefore x equals to 4 by 5 is not a 0 of polynomial. Polynomial is p x equals to 5x minus pi. Okay, this is the part second. Let's extend this area. That's a writing space. Okay, this question I have total 8 parts. Okay, I have solved the first 2. I will solve the 2 more. Let's do the part 6 and the 7. Okay, remaining will be, as you already know, will be your homework. Okay, first and second we have done. Let's try now the 6th part. 6th one is px equals to lx plus m. Px is equals to lx plus m at x equals to minus m by l. X equals to minus m by l. So right, we have px equals to lx plus m. I have to find its value at x equals to minus m by l. So that is p, at the place of x will write minus m divided by l equals to, we have here l, at the place of x will write minus m by l plus m. So now as these two are in multiplication, so this l will be cancelled by this l, so will remain with minus m plus m. Minus m plus m will be equals to 0. So answer result is 0. So right, therefore x equals to minus m by l is a polynomial of, not a polynomial, it's a 0 of polynomial p x equals to lx plus m. So that's our answer for the part 6. So now we'll do one more part, which is the part 7. It's px equals to 3x square minus 1. Px square is equals to 3x minus 1. So we have part 7. Px is equals to 3x square minus 1, and we have to find it at x equals to, we have two values, minus 1 by root 3 and 2 by root 3. We have, first we have minus 1 by root 3 and second is 2 by root 3. So we have to check it for the both the values. So first we'll write, we have px equals to 3x square minus 1. I will check it for first at x equals to minus 1 by root 3. Okay, so that is p, at the place of x will write 1 by root 3 equals to, we have 3, at the place of x here we will write minus 1 by root 3 square minus 1. So this will be 3, this minus square, that means minus minus will become plus. So 1 square is 1 and root 3 square is 3 minus 1. These two 3's will be cancelled out. So what will remain with 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. That means the value of this polynomial becomes 0. This implies that minus 1 by root 3 is a polynomial, is 0 of this given polynomial. Now we have to also check it for p at 2 by root 3. Okay, again at the place of x we'll write 2 by root 3. We have 3, replace it by 2 by root 3. At the place of x we'll write square minus 1. So this will be 3, this 2 square is 4 and root 3 square is 3 minus 1. So these two will be cancelled out. So we'll remain with 4 minus 1 is equals to 3. So I'll write, therefore first one is a 0 polynomial while second one is not. So I'll write, therefore minus x equals to minus 1 by root 3 is a 0 of polynomial px equals to px is here is 3x square minus 1, while x equals to root 2 by root 3 is not a 0 of given polynomial. Okay, that's how you can solve this question number 3. What I have done is I have done part 1, part 2, part 6 and part 7. Remaining parts, which are part 3, 4, 5 and 8, these are your homeworks. Okay, you will try them by yourself like I have done here. You will replace the values given here, like here minus plus 1 and minus 1, minus 1 and 2, 0. I have done this one, then this x what equals to 1 by 2. Okay, so remaining part will be homework. Like moving ahead to the last question of this exercise, question number is 4, which is find the 0 of the polynomial in each of the following case. Now we have to find the zero of this polynomial. This is again a very simple question. Finding a zero of a polynomial means you will equate the given polynomial equal to 0. Okay, that is what we're gonna do is we'll equate the given polynomial equal to 0. So we have answer number 4, part 1. We have p x equals to x plus 3. Finding it 0 means what we need to do is we will put this px equals to 0. That means we have to solve p x equal to 0. Okay, we have to solve this part. Px here is x plus 5 equal to 0. Okay, what we have done at the place of px we have written this value and equal to 0. So we got this. So from here x will shift this plus 5 to the right hand side, will be minus 5. So that means x equals to minus 5 is a 0 of this polynomial. Okay, all right, therefore x equals to minus 5 is a 0 of polynomial px equals to x plus 5. Okay, see next one. Next one is px equals to x minus 5. Px equals to x minus 5. Okay, now again we have to find the 0 of this polynomial. So again we have to solve px equal to 0. That means at the place of px will write given polynomial which is x minus 5 equal to 0. So x will be here. When you shift this 5 to this side, will be minus 5 will become plus 5. That is the solution of this one. So right, therefore x equals to 5 is a 0 of polynomial px equals to x minus 5. Okay, similarly you can solve the remaining part. I have done this first and the second part. Let me try the two more part of this exercise. Let's try part 6 and then part 7. Part 6 here is px equals to ax while a is not equal to 0. Okay, and we have to find its value, or you can say we have to find it 0. So that we have here is sixth one, px equals to ax where a is not equal to 0. Okay, ax where a is not equal to 0. In order to find its 0, what we have to do is we have to solve px equal to 0. That means at the place of px we'll write ax equal to 0, or x will be equals to 0 by a, or 0. That means x is equals to 0. So right, therefore x equal to 0 is a 0 of polynomial px equals to ax. It's x. Okay, and the last part is px is equal to cx plus d. Last part is it's part number 7. px equals to cx plus d. Okay, where C is not equal to 0 and C and D are real numbers, where C is not equal to 0 and C and D are real numbers. So we have to solve here Px equal to 0. That means at the place of Px we'll write Cx plus D equal to 0, or x will be Cx will be equals to minus D. When you shift this plus D onto the right hand side, it will be minus D, or x will be equals to minus D by C. So this is the value of x. You will write, therefore x equals to minus D by C is a 0 of polynomial Px equals to Cx plus D. That's the answer so of this part. Okay, so what I have done is I have done the part 1, 2, 6 and the 7. The remaining part, which are part 3rd, part 4 and part 5, these three are your homework. Okay, so part 3, 4, 5 of question number 4, parts 3, 4, 5 and 8 of question number 3, and part 2nd and 3rd of question number 2 are your homework. Okay, I have given the solution of the sum of the part. You can try the remaining part in similar way. Okay, so that's it from this chapter, or this you can say this exercise 2.2.